Hi and welcome back to South African Homesteader. So I will be making a green chili sauce using a variety of peppers and chilies that I grow in my garden. So what I've done here is I have taken 2 green peppers. These are the California green peppers, and I have de-seeded them. And also what I'm going to be doing is taking a variety of my chilies, and these red. Doesn't matter, but I'll just remove these few red ones. Okay, so I'm going to be taking a variety of my chilies, my green chilies, and this is a mixture of serranos. These are some jalapenos, and then also I have some green cayenne peppers. Not much, but I do have a few. These are the ones where you can actually see the seeds inside of them. So I'm going to be taking a mixture of my green chilies. I'm going to be chopping off the edges like this and putting it in here. And then I'm going to be showing you all the ingredients now that I'm going to be using for the green chili sauce. So I am going to be using, in addition to my green chilies, I'm also going to be doing some coriander or cilantro, dhania. It's all called the same thing, just called different names in different places. My California green peppers too. This will also reduce the heat. This won't be such a hot sauce because I am reducing the heat with the California green peppers and also with 2 onions. I need to make a milder hot sauce because my husband doesn't really like the hot sauces. I love it. These are the ones that I have already chopped off the stalks. I'm going to be adding a few curry leaves. Then I'm also going to be adding 2 tablespoons of garlic, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, a 3/4 cup of sugar, a 3/4 cup of oil. I'm using vegetable oil, 2 cups of lemon juice. I'm using the Brooks True lemon juice, and 2 cups of water. So all of these I will chop, and I will then put it in my pot, and then we will boil everything together before we actually put it in the blender and make the hot sauce. Okay, so now we've chopped up the coriander, dhania, cilantro, whatever suits your fancy that you want to call it. We've chopped the green pepper into slightly smaller pieces, and we've also chopped up the chilies. So you can use any mixture of chilies that is available to you. I'm using, like I said before, the serrano, the jalapeno, only a few facing heaven green ones, and then also I'm using a few cayenne chilies, which was what was available in the garden. I'm also going to be now adding my onions and all the rest of this ingredients: the water, the lemon juice, the oil, the sugar, the salt, the garlic, the coriander, and my curry leaves will all go into a pot, and I will then boil these together. You don't have to chop your coriander too fine. So you don't have to chop it too fine because they will be going into the blender afterwards. Curry leaves. Garlic. Salt. Sugar. Oil, the lemon juice, and the water. So now we are going to let this boil for about half an hour, and then we're going to put it in the blender. Just going to mix it up a little. So what I will do is I will do a taste test and see if it needs any more salt when it's finished, or sugar, but these are the quantities I'm currently working with. So this needs to be brought to a boil, and then it needs to simmer for about half an hour. So I will also be adding these 2 pears to my blender once my mixture is finished. So these are the 2 sliced up pears which I am going to add into the blender with the mixture that is currently cooking. So this is now cooking for about, I would say, 8 minutes, and it needs to cook for another about 20 minutes before we put it in the blender. You can see the color starting to change, and it smells amazing. It really does. It smells amazing. I know my mother is going to love this one. It smells amazing. So remember, your salt and your sugar is to taste. Although I have given guidelines as to the quantities that I use, I personally have just added about 2 tablespoons of sugar to this, because it's just that I prefer my sauces to be a little bit on the sweet side, but that is purely optional. Because also the pear will add a fruity sweet flavor to this whole mixture once it's in the blender. I can't wait to taste this one. So this now is ready. I have switched it off, and I'm going to let it cool down somewhat before I actually put it in the blender and add my sliced up pears. Okay, so now I've added the pears into the blender. Okay, so now I've added everything, and now we are going to blend it up. Okay, so now we're blending this one. Okay, so this one is done, and wow, I'm gonna have to do a taste test. It's super delicious. Okay, so it was too much for one batch, so I made 2 batches, and then I put it in this bowl and I mixed it up, and I'm now going to be pouring it with this jug into my little jars. So these jars are all new. I have just washed them with warm soapy water and dried them, and then I've let them stand out to dry further. So now let's get the show on the road. I must say, I tasted this, and I think, I just said to my husband, I think this is one of the best hot sauces I've ever made. So I'll be filling up all these jars and labeling it. So I must say, the texture, the flavor, everything about this hot sauce is just perfect. This is a perfect green hot sauce. And here we go. They are all bottled up, and I have labeled it the green chili and pear hot sauce. and this is a must try. Absolutely fabulous. Like I said before, the salt and sugar is to taste. So mine is a little bit sweeter than the 3/4 cup sugar. So I probably used about a cup of sugar in mine, but this is absolutely fabulous. The sauce is fabulous. So I hope you enjoyed making the green chili and pear hot sauce with me today. So from me, Haria, at South African Homesteader, until next time.